back to school. My story begins and ends with cafe and cafe alone. The world is round. This I learned in geography has been proved correct. I was in one of the evaluation sessions of Friday Night 3, listening to the iconic feedbacks of our dear mentor, Nidhi. The content is very rich. I'm really impressed by the way you dealt with the topic. And one thing I must say, your punctuations were a little ambiguous. All you have to do is to practice, practice, and practice. And voila, I was back to school in one of the English classes of Miss D'Souza. Miss D'Souza, I recall, asked us one day to write an essay on the autobiography of a rubber. I thought it best not to write anything because whatever you write, you cannot impress her. And when asked, I told her very conveniently, "Ma'am, whatever I wrote, the rubber rubbed it. That's the real sense and story of a rubber man." The smart aleck I was, man was shocked. This was when I was in class 6. It gets even better with the higher class. This time, not so strict English teacher, and we were learning idioms. We were given a list of idioms here and told to make a sentence with any 3 of the idioms. In a pickle, being in a mess, under the weather, being unwell, it rained cats and dogs, raining heavily. These 3 words I chose, and here goes my sentence. In a pickle, my mother added many vegetables and kept it under the weather, but it rained cats and dogs and the pickle turned non-veg. The whole class was in splits and the teacher was speechless. She said, "No more sentences." Called another classmate. "Come here. Come on, elaborate on the meaning of a few idioms." So, run round in circles, she was told to elaborate, and she did all that. She just did that. Then she was asked, "Look before you leap." So what she did, she looked like this, and she leaped. Then she looked like this, and she leaped. And that was it. No more idioms. And now sentences we switch to reference to the context. Who said this, who, when, and why? You bet we have developed our gossiping habits from this school day activity. Now some clippings from our history classes. Mrs. Goldshaw. Mrs. Goldshaw could not pronounce her alphabets properly. Her classes were very boring and I used to bunk them a lot. And one day she was teaching us the French Revolution. And I happened to yawn. She saw me. She said, "Get up, Duduwala." I stood up. I said, "Yes, ma'am." "You hissed all my mystery classes," she said. I said, "Ma'am." She said, "You hissed all my mystery classes." You know, she meant you missed all my history classes, and by now the whole class was rolling over the floor. Anyway, the lecture resumed and she started talking about the French Revolution. Her favorite topic, the Napoleon Bonaparte. He delivered a blushing crow. What? She meant he delivered a crushing blow. I tell you, it was epic. By now, Mrs. Goldshaw was fuming with anger. And because the whole class was roaring with laughter. So many anecdotes, this can go on and on. I'm sure all of you have many funny stories of your school days. Shh. Have patience. I will listen to them all, one by one. Thank you.